What's going on, guys? Kiger here. Today we're not talking about money, the top-up page, but I'm going to show you what to do in the Crystal Shop, Sapphire Shop, and Daily Shops. Let's get into it.
I don't mind dragging those who break their promises into the deep sea.
Alright, so first the Crystal Shop. Not much here is actually worth your money or Kabbalah. So the equip, these it'll seem like you need a lot of them in the first couple days, but you quickly catch up. Skill, you don't really, you can get ahead with this, but it's the same cost as Sapphire, and you'd much rather do Sapphire from other things, like the Hidden Merchant, which we'll talk about towards the end. Skill reset, that's up to you. This is an okay price for it if you're willing to spend the Kabbalah. Flower Fairy, this gets more as you get to higher levels, that you can get orange ones, if you want to call it orange, yellow, whatever you want to call it. None of these are worth it because they've added a lot more ways to get will generations and such in the game. I don't recommend going for anything in this shop. Crystals, if we have a use your Kabbalah event going on, I forget the names of them now, but these level 5 crystals are the best way to go for those kind of events, because it's the best bang for your buck as far as Kabbalah for the event. This is only for bigger spenders because that's a lot of Kabbalah. Then we go on to costume. This is really up to you. Fashion is a huge thing in this game. A lot of players do enjoy their fashion. I do like that now we have the Dia Desires where you can pick whatever color you want. It used to be random, so buyer beware. Then in the next shop, yeah, that's the last one for Crystal Shop. Romantic chocolates, not worth it. Just do your dailies with them. Coins, not worth it. You get plenty. Stamina, it'll seem kind of early like this is a good purchase, but you can get this for the same price as Sapphire once per day from the Sapphire Shop. Do that instead. Then we go on to the Sapphire Shop. The first couple days, 3 to 5 days, buy both of these out and then never again. So you can get ahead of it because you're getting a lot of levels early on, so you're doing a lot of enhancements. But as you go, you're really not going to need. You're going to need a lot of them, but you're going to get more than you're going to need over time. Skills, always buy this up until you hit certain breakpoints. Once you have all your main skills that you use awakened, and then awaken 10, you can chill out on that and just let natural accumulation take the rest. Flower Fairy, if you're doing a bunch of the extra sources of Sapphire, the 4-star fragment right here is not bad. It is more expensive than other ways, but not everyone has time to watch the black market and things like this, but this is about on par for the regular price that you would pay. I'd suggest paying less, which we'll talk about towards the end. Strawberry milk, never going to be an issue now that we have the AFK farm from Path of Fire Sword. Companionship elixir, some people really want to progress this as fast as possible, but you're going to get it over time. Do not worry about it. Crystals, I think for the first couple months, you should be buying this out every single day. Getting crystals is going to be a huge bottleneck in the future, as well as it doesn't matter if they're random. You're going to need a lot of crystals over time. Talked about that. Then others. Romantic chocolate, don't worry about that, skip over that. Hot blood drum, this is going to depend on your guild. This will give you some extra damage for the guild boss. It depends on how active you guys are, how much you're going to do it. But this is a fine price to do 1 or 2 of them per day. Coin skip, stamina. This is going to depend on if you're doing your sapphire farm for extra sapphires every day, which requires a lot of extra time. But if you get it, 3 or 4 times a week, you should be fine. But getting it every day is going to be hard for people that take this pretty casually. Then we have the daily shop. This outfit up here is only for PvP guys. Something to note is you do get the collection effects for getting them, but the collection effect is only for the 7 days. These down here, these 2 right here, are only for playing around. You can mess around. You're hanging up in the floating ball, rain cloud, wings of windwalker. There's only a couple sources of wings in the game. If you're not able to get wings in other ways, this will give you a severe boost. Guild shop, obviously get the coin right here. I suggest always getting the first 2 summon seeds for extra stuff. The other ones are kind of expensive. Obviously you should be getting the 3 pieces of the outfit. Then the pattern powder, get as much of that as you can. If you have left over, this is where you get the skill reset orb. Then we're into the ladder shop. I think that you should be getting the it's going to depend on what you need, but early on I suggest getting all the psychic stones you can per day, and then as many transformation potions during the week, skipping the milk. And then as you get to the point where you get these chests, skipping this one and getting this one, star seeking chest, if you're able to score high on the ladder, is going to help you out for a while, but you will get to a point where this isn't worth it to you. The class change scroll is huge. I talked about it in a previous video about how much I enjoyed the class change scroll, and that's going to depend on how often you change your class. Last but not least, Flower Fairy Shop. You'll see these 3 right here. 4-star fairy fragment this week, strawberry milk this week, 4-star option this week, and then this one to the left, 6-star flower fairy fragment, limit 30. So you can only ever get 30. You can only ever get half of a 6-star fairy. Well, 3/4 of a 6-star fairy. That is very, very unfortunate. This should reset monthly at the very, very least. Get as many of the 4-star ones as you can. The optional one isn't going to matter until you get to a point where that is important for you, where you're trying to upgrade certain ones, but most people doing this one is going to be enough. Cooking shop, this is where you get the ingredients for cooking, which I did a video on that yesterday. Then Acorn Shop. Now this is the one that can be abused. So if you don't know, acorns you get from selling and trading, as well as you can buy them for Kabbalah. And I forget how to do it, but I do have a video out already. I will probably do an updated one on how to turn sapphire into acorns, which is really, really good. But like I said, these 2 right here you can pretty much ignore. Skill rubbing is really, really good. Then crystals and pattern powders obviously get. The elemental summon seeds is the same price as doing a regular 10x, but you can get this a 10x per week for sapphire / acorns instead of Kabbalah. So that's up to you how you want to go for it. The chests aren't a huge deal. And last but not least, farm shop. Every hour from the start of the hour till 15 after, someone's house will have a shop. whatever shows up in here is random, but it'll generally be marked down, a couple slots of marked down sapphire, 1 to 3 slots of base price sapphire, and then the rest will be for gold. As much as you're able to, I suggest checking this for getting everything that's for gold, and then the things that are cut down only if they are skill rubbings or something that you personally need. Generally, you can skip the enhancement dust if you get summon seed. It is cheaper than doing it other ways, but it's not generally worth paying the sapphire, because you seem like you have a lot of sapphire early, but it does drain quickly. Let me know in the comment section down below if this was helpful and what you would like to see in the next video. Till next time, guys.